What is up, everybody? It's C.A.M.P here today, bringing you something that I've wanted to do ever since I saw it announced, but sadly could not be a part of it when it happened. So, here's a little bit of backstory. My fellow 76er and member of the Bunny Hood of Steel, Appalachia Howie, co-created something called the F-76 Art Project. I want to do that, and I want to use that tree. That's pretty much where that tree shot's in there. But I wanted to be a part of this. Sadly, I couldn't, because being a YouTuber means doing 17 hours a day, which really sucks. And I was like, do you know what? It's 2 a.m. I'm pissed on rum. Let's make this art project. And the idea I had comes from where I live. Now, I've mentioned before, though probably not that often, I live in a retirement community. A lot of people I know disagree with that. But literally, the only thing that comes in and out of where I live are dead people going out, old people coming in to replace the old people that just died. That's pretty much what goes in and out of my area. And to facilitate the passing of people, not only are there a lot of retirement homes, but there's many, many parks. So I wanted to build a park. That's probably the weirdest way I've ever described anything that I'm doing, with the fact that the only thing that goes in and out are dead people. But I wanted to do a park, because I like parks. And in my area, not a lot of people go to the parks, so it's a really good place to get away from people. So, at 2 a.m, pissed on rum, I was like, I'm going to do a park. And you get to see the entire build, because the entire build didn't take that long. And I had two names for it. It was either Isolated by Beauty or Beauty in Isolation. Can't really remember. I guess we'll go with Isolated by Beauty. Yeah. I think that one works. I'm trying to, like, while watching the footage back as I build, I'm trying to think what would fit better. Beauty in Isolation or Isolated by Beauty? And you know what? I'm going to go with Isolated by Beauty. The thing is, this is not really that isolated. It's really close to Flatwoods. It's literally just above the bridge and back a bit. But the view is great. I love the view. I love the forest region. I spend a lot of my time in the forest region because it's absolutely beautiful and it's just nice to be in. So, I built this park. Now, I'm using the white picket fence just as a framing mechanism. I'm not using the white picket fence as an actual fence. Now, in the F-76 art project, what you do is you get a square alone, just a square tile, and you have to build your art project within this tile. Some people have done some really good stuff. Now, you're allowed to use walls and a roof. I think you're only supposed to use 2 walls and a roof. So, technically, I've used my 2 walls right here with 2 fence pieces. So yeah, there we go. Howie, I don't know. Howie, you're going to have to be like giving me rules and feedback and on this kind of stuff to see if it was actually feasible. But a lot of it came down to, I like to relax. Parks are a fun place to relax. Let's build a park. Also being pissed on rum at the same time really helps. So, I went with the short pew because to me it looks better than the park bench and it's small enough to fit in the corner of one of these tiles. As you can see, I had a lot of trouble with this fence. By the way, the fences do actually snap. People have been saying, oh, the fences don't snap. The fences have a, what did I call it before? A soft snap. There we go. Like when you put down the other defensive wall, the one with like the gate and stuff, not the white picket fence, but the other one, that has a hard snap. That snaps right into spot. This has a soft snap where it will when you move it into a position, it will get stuck a little bit. It'll still be able to move around, but it'll get stuck a little bit to the point where you've got to go above where you'd normally push to get it out. So that's a soft lock. It's not a soft lock like your game where you get just soft locks. But it came down to the fact now that I'm like, right, okay, we're in a park. What do we need? We need flower beds. So there's no actual, I don't have any bushes or anything. I don't know if there's actually bushes in game, but I wanted to try and get as close as I could to, like, you know, maybe the council or whatever has come around and gone, yeah, we need some daffodils, stuff like that. Let's go stick a couple of planters in. Because seriously, when people are as old as they are in my area, they don't really care. And you've got all these cool little plants. So normally you won't find succulents in a British park. I'm pretty sure the weather would not allow these things to even live. I should know. My succulent Francois is on his way out. Sadly, I don't know how to look after a succulent and all that kind of shit. So Please don't die on me, bro. But, as you can see, I wanted to add in a bunch of other things, and later on in the video, I actually had a really good idea, because I wasn't as pissed. Yeah, I sober up really quickly. It's pretty funny. But I wanted to try and, add different arrangements of flowers, I guess is the best way to say it. And there's not really that many. There's a lot of succulents, because they're really... And by the way, when I say succulent, the little plant that I always put down on a thing is an offshoot of the cactus family, kind of. They're called succulents. I don't know why. They're not tasty. I don't know if you can eat them. But, yeah. So, I don't know why they're called succulents, but they're like the only things you can really put down. And now I'm just kind of flicking through the stuff to see if there's anything I can use in this thing. And then I realized, one, it's going to need a light. And there's only one light that would work with this, and that is the oil lamp, the giant oil lamp post. That should lamp post be one word? I don't know. I don't care. But the oil lamp post, because it looks really nice. And that was the teaser pic that I tweeted out at Howie. I just tweeted out a fucking oil lamp. Remember, when you're pissed, always do stuff, because you'll love yourself the next day. But then I realised, you know what? Something else needs to be in this area. And I was just like, should I change the bench? Should I put a chair down? Like, I'm flicking through all the chairs thinking, let's put down, like, the patio chair or something like that. I'm like, what could we do? What could we do? What could we do? And then it kind of dawned on me, a path. And am I in the right spot to say a path? No. Oh, yeah. No, there we go. I'm going down. There we go. So originally I wanted to go with this. Concrete path. The only thing really close, it would be using these floor mats. And I hate the floor mat hitbox. It's very fun that you can build continuously and stupidly with these and just like build a big bridge to the end of your thing and walk across it. It's a very fun thing to do. I've done it before. Go have fun doing it. But these are probably the most annoying things to ever place in a camp if you want to place multiple of them or if you want to try and make something out of them. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you can get them pretty close next to each other, and then you'd have to try and figure out where stuff goes, and they're just a little bit too big. And at the same time, the texture is probably not right. Like the fact that it's got that pattern in it and all that kind of stuff. And I'm looking at it, and I'm walking on it, and I'm like, does it look like a path? No, not really. So, I'm like, maybe I've used too much. And I can remember pretty damn good details of when I'm drunk. So I'm like, do you know what? Maybe if we move them this way, or did you try and put them this way? Trying to, this. And trust me, eventually I get rid of these ugly things. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to do this where I'm doing, where I go a little bit off the edge of the art installation. I do apologise if that's against the rules, Howie. Also, that weird snapping thing that was going on there, that's pretty weird. But eventually I just get rid of this entire thing. Seriously, I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, I need a path. I don't know why I went for these instantly, because there's literally, you can see on screen right now one that would be far better, and it's only 2 down, and it works as a far better path. And I'm still trying to think, yeah, because all the paths that I have around here are concrete. There's no gravel or anything. And once again, looking at it, walking on it, don't work. Got to get rid of it. By the way, that wasn't a jump cut. That just immediately, it looks like a jump cut. Wasn't a jump cut. And I'm looking through and I'm like, what should we use? And then boom. No. Go back. There we go. I use these paths. And it does work a little bit. Looks a little bit janky. The final product, the final art installation, does look a bit janky. Because trying to do curves and stuff with rectangular things is a bit hard. Especially when the little black rubber outline on it kind of clips through. It wasn't the best. But I think when you look at it done, it looks pretty good. And I kind of like it to the point where I might actually save this blueprint that I can just stick it down at some point. And I don't know, maybe make it a 2x2, because the thing is, this path is in it becomes a quarter of a circle. So if I put 4 down, I could make a full circular path and have a full proper garden or something, or a little public area to come and sit and have a bit of fun. But I really like what I did with this path. It was a little bit weird. But then again, building in Fallout's always weird. There is no point where you walk into, I'm going to build in Fallout, you walk into it and you're just like, yep, no, this is all sane and hunky-dory and all that kind of stuff. You walk into it and go, I've just made a giant house in the shape of a penis. And then, yeah, that's basically Fallout for you. So, we're actually coming towards the end. I left the entire build in because it didn't take that long, plus, it technically makes up a full episode. So there we go. There's some lazy stuff going for you. And I'm doing the edit on this, by the way, because Paulie is not poorly, but he's in school right now and he's getting a lot of work. So all the edits recently have been me. But there we go. I think that path looks the best. I do tweak that one tile right there, remember? There we go. There's that nice little tweak. But I think that path looks way better. The angles could be adjusted. I do realise that. The angles could definitely be adjusted. But there was one last thing to do, and I had a corner that was not used. So I make a small bush / grass out of these succulents. I don't know what type they are. They all have names. Succulents all have names, which is kind of weird. Like, I can't even pronounce my name. It's some weird Latin name. But it's got purple in its name because the leaves of my succulent go purple, which is actually really cool. But I thought this works really well as, maybe not as grass, but maybe as one of those really shallow bushes. Yeah, I kind of like it. I really kind of like it. So, there we go. I threw the little cat in at the end, but I think that really works. Like I said, the path could be adjusted to make it look more fluid, but there's the nice view. Now, actually, you can see down into the valley a little bit better. I should probably move this forward, but I wanted to get the tree in. But there we go. And it don't look that bad. I really like it. I think it's great. And, I should probably do this also as a challenge build at some point. Maybe in 2 weeks from now, I will use this as a challenge. Who knows? But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I've just accidentally kicked my keyboard and made a noise. That's the view early day, by the way. Oh, God, I love this region. But there we go. That is it for today's video. If you have liked the park and want me to build it, I will build it bigger. If, Howie, I broke any of the rules, please let me know. But if not, feel free to go ahead and tweet about it or anything. But you know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, stay awesome.